We departed Harrington Harbor on the 3rd of July and initially enjoyed some good sailing. The wind dropped off. We continued to motor up the bay, eventually dropping the hook in Wharton Creek. The next morning, we sailed over to Havre De Grace, somehow managed to squeeze into a very tight slip. Havre De Grace was great, and we planned to sail back there someday, but we needed to get moving, onward through the C&D Canal to the Delaware Bay. Reaching the Delaware Bay, we were confronted with contrary current and wind, so we anchored for the evening and tried again the next day. It was quite a mission sailing close hauled down the bay.
Foot. Oh my.
We eventually reached Cape Henlopen, where we dropped the anchor. The next morning, we headed out into the ocean with our good friends aboard SV Angelfish, making for New England. We left the Lewes Harbor of Refuge anchorage this morning at 7:30, and the wind kicked in as forecast. Now we've got about 15, 16 knots on the beam. 4-foot swells coming through occasionally. SV Coralia is making good time. We make our way to New England. Yes, that's my shirt from yesterday. We got caught in a storm right as we were anchoring. Got rained on, so it's drying.
On the coast guard, can I get a number of persons on board of it? This is the coast guard, channel 16, come back up. WS, from Dr. Brad.
Here's your obligatory underway interior tour. It is currently blowing about 20 knots. We're on a broad reach. Sea states, it's not bad. Got about 3 to 4 foot rollers about every 7 seconds, occasional bigger. Just south of Long Island, sort of proceeding in a northeasterly direction, on a northeasterly heading. We've taken the decision to pull in at Shinnacock Inlet, about 20 miles west of Montauk. And we're going to pull in there because we can make that to Anchorage before dark. Otherwise, to carry on to Block Island or Montauk, we'd be entering those anchorages well after dark. Just something that we can do if we have to, but we like to avoid. After a short stop in Shinnecock, we headed to Montauk. Lake Montauk is a great anchorage, but there's not a lot to do there, limited access to land, town's a bit far away. Nice place to stop after our ocean passage, but we pulled up the anchor after a couple of days and headed over to Essex. I'd highly recommend Essex as a stop in New England. A lot of history, the Griswold Inn, shanty singing on Mondays. After a pleasant stay, we hoisted the anchor and headed back out on Long Island Sound. The wind was light at first, but gradually picked up as we made our way to Fisher's Island. I was able to get some maintenance done, and then we headed in to explore this remote, unique island with very little amenities, no hotels, one or two restaurants. And just like that, it was time to hoist the anchor and continue north. The wind picked up throughout the day, and as we passed Point Judith, reached over 20 knots. We made it into Newport Harbor and anchored in the roadstead anchorage, which was a bit rolly, but we were rewarded with a wonderful sunset. The next morning, we moved over to a mooring ball. There is no shortage of fine yachts in Newport Harbor. And some sail right through the anchorage, which can be a little unnerving.
Lovely.
And while Annapolis is a wonderful sailing port, I have to concede that Newport is truly the capital of sailing. We really enjoyed our stay in Newport, but soon it was time to leave. Once again, blessed with great wind, we had a wonderful sail to Cuttyhunk. From Cuttyhunk, we sailed to Onset, and then after a night in Onset, we tackled the Cape Cod Canal, and then had a absolutely cracking sail up to Boston.